My wife and I had been married for 7 years when I first began to notice the change. It was subtle at first. Missed calls, late nights at work, the way her laughter sounded different when she texted someone. I told myself I was imagining things. That marriage simply evolved over time, and people grew comfortable. But deep down, something sharp and cold settled in my chest, whispering that I was losing her in ways I couldn't stop. The truth revealed itself quietly. One evening, while she was in the shower, her phone buzzed. The name on the screen wasn't familiar, but the message was intimate enough to shatter something inside me. My hands shook, and I remember staring at the words until they blurred. I didn't confront her. I couldn't. I just placed the phone back, sat on the couch, and told myself to breathe. That was the night I decided to pretend. Pretending became easier than fighting. Every morning I kissed her goodbye, asked about her day, listened to stories that weren't meant for me. I cooked dinner, smiled through her excuses, and let her believe I was blind. I wanted to see how long she could live 2 lives while I quietly lived none. Sometimes I almost convinced myself it didn't hurt anymore. But then she'd laugh at her phone, and the sound would twist through my ribs like a knife. There were moments I almost told her I knew. Once, when we went on a trip for our anniversary, she fell asleep beside me, her phone glowing faintly in the dark. I could have ended the lie right there. Instead, I turned off the light, wrapped my arm around her, and whispered, "I love you." It wasn't forgiveness. It was exhaustion. I had built a prison out of silence, and she didn't even realize I was the one locked inside. 2 years passed before she finally confessed. Her voice trembled, eyes full of tears, begging for forgiveness I had already given in my quiet way. I didn't shout, didn't cry. I simply nodded and told her I'd known all along. The color drained from her face, and in that moment, I think she understood the weight of what she'd done, not just the betrayal, but the years she stole from me while I lived pretending everything was fine. We didn't stay together. Some wounds don't heal. They just stop bleeding. I've learned that silence can be its own kind of cruelty, both to others and to oneself. I don't hate her anymore. I just pity the version of me that stayed, hoping love would fix what truth had already destroyed. Sometimes, pretending not to know is harder than knowing itself. It's a slow way of dying, one lie at a time.